Okay, so try to show you this recording my other computer how to fly a drone. Uh, let's reset this. All right, so you see the transmitter graphic there on the bottom right hand corner. The stick on the left is, if you move it up and down, that's your throttle. So that's about halfway point. Move it up a little bit higher and it starts going up. Okay, and you see it's drifting a little bit to the left and to the back there. We're going to use our right stick. If you move the stick to the right, it will bank to the right. Move the stick to the left, it will bank to the left. Pull it back, it comes back towards you. And if you push it forward, it goes away from you. All right, so it's actually facing away from me. Okay. And then I'm using the left stick. If you push that to the left, it's going to yaw, or turn around its axis to the left, and to the right, it will turn to the right. So first thing you want to do is give it throttle, enough to get it about 3-4 feet off of the ground. You don't, get it out of ground effect. If it's too close to the ground, there's ground effect that takes over there. You want to get it about 3 feet off the ground. Hover it, and you have trim buttons on most of the transmitters. So if it's drifting in any particular way, you can trim those so it tries to stay in just one location. Alright. Put throttle just on this one, is just a little bit over halfway. It'll kind of hold right there. So you want to practice this with the drone facing away from you. So the front is away from you and the back's towards you. And the reason for that is because once you get this thing turned around, your controls are then reversed. So I'm turning it around, it's now facing again towards me, and if I do input of right stick, it's actually going to go to the left. It's going to its right, but it's going to your left. Conversely, if you do the left, it's going to go to the right. And that can be very confusing for a lot of people. So it takes practice. Just do small movements, small corrections. And one way to kind of remember which way is which, if you see it leaning to the left, push your stick to the right to right the drone. Okay, so see how it's going left. I push left. Oops, that wasn't good. Got it too close. Forgot that fence was there. So let's turn it around. Oops, too much. And let's go back. Okay, so we're going to go right, which is actually left. It's leaning towards the left, so push the stick to the left. It's leaning to the right, push the stick to the right, and that will level it. That's when it's pointing towards you. Okay. Easiest thing though is to have it pointing away from you. Learn how to do that first. So left is left, right is right, forward is forward, backwards backwards. But you turn it around, and all of a sudden all of that is reversed. So if you push forwards, it's actually going to come towards you instead of go away from you, and back is the other way. So that's also reversed, not just your left and right. Okay. Now some of the newer drones actually have it where it doesn't matter which way you're facing. Left is always going to be left and right is right. But most of us who learn how to fly RC's traditional way, without the new fancy-dancy computer programming, we learn that when it's away from us, controls are reversed, so we compensate for that. And I think it's actually better to learn that, because if you have it where the computer is not controlling it the right way, then you can still fly it. And it's pretty much just a combination of throttle, yaw, pitch and bank. So take your time, keep it within sight, small. Yeah, remember, have it facing out to practice. Do your left, right, forward, backwards. Before you actually attempt to do some of the fancy stuff, like facing inwards towards you like this. All right. Once you get comfortable with that, then turn it around and then start learning how to do the opposite direction. Left for right, right for left, forwards for backwards, backwards for forwards. And after you get that, then get it on its side, and then that's forwards, that's backwards, which it looks left to right to you, but it's actually going forward. So it's the controls are based on the direction of the drone itself, not you. Okay. So if I go right, it's actually going to come towards me. If I go left, it goes away from me, because it's actually the direction is based on the direction that the drone is flying, not the direction you're facing. That's a nice, can do ovals, bank and turn at the same time while having forward motion. Trying to keep it the same level with your throttle. You actually lose a little bit when you do a turn, so you might have to put a little bit more throttle when you make the turns. And then you can start doing figure eights. So the mid-sized drones, bigger ones, some like, similar to what the Phantoms, DJI Phantoms or the Solo drones, those are actually a little bit easier to fly because of their GPS units. The little tiny ones, the nano drones, the micro drones, those are a lot tougher because they don't have they have some stabilization, otherwise they wouldn't be able to fly at all. But they're trickier. They don't have the GPS to help out. None of the GPS hold. So with these bigger drones here, if you ever get in trouble, just let go of the sticks. And if it has GPS lock on it, it will just stay there. If not, you let go, it'll still, unless it's an 8 TTI mode, which will be like fully aerobatic, but we have some control here. Let's see how close I can get it to me here. And land. All right. Hope that was helpful.